Hello again, everybody, and welcome to The Pop. This is the show that covers the greatest sport in American history. Of course, we're talking about football, and we're talking specifically about Pop Warner football, the greatest youth football program ever in the history of youth football. My name is Brett Dunn. This is my co-host, Jim McCrary, and Jim, it is football season.
Hey, we got it started off last Saturday. Annual kickoff classics, 15 locations across the Central Florida area. Brutally hot out, but everybody powered through it. We got to make sure that the kids are safe, making them hydrated. Coaches, parents, make sure your kids drink plenty of water several days before the event. You don't wait till Saturday. It's too late. We were fighting through it, and we saw some great football on Saturday. No real injuries, no real serious problems out there. A lot of clean activity, and the nice dry run for coaches, players, and officials. Knock the rust off. Get an opportunity to hit against somebody else. Next week the season goes live, records count, and we're off and running.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. And I remember when we were coaching, those kids, they bang on each other for a couple of weeks, and they really cannot wait to step in front of another opponent. And that's really what the Kickoff Classic is all about. You get everybody certified, get them all weighed in, get everybody on the right roster, and give them a chance to just bust the rust off against someone else, another opponent.
Right.
We're going to cover all that this show. We got a huge show ahead of us. We're going to talk about all kinds of aspects of Pop Warner football, talk to a couple of volunteers in association to find out what does it take to pull off an actual Pop Warner season. And we're going to talk to a couple of coaches to find out, how did they get the kids to come back year after year. We're also going to highlight, Jim, a very special player in Mid-Florida Pop Warner for one of the associations. Looking forward to that.
All right.
Our roving reporter, Todd Denoyer, was out in the field this Saturday talking to some coaches about that very thing, and he talked to Coach Mike Williamson from the Lake Mary Pee Wee team about what does it take to get these kids to come back year after year. Here's what Mike had to say about that.
I'm here with Coach Matt Williamson, the Pee Wee coach of the Lake Mary Rams. It's Jamboree weekend. You guys have a brand new field. As you got up this morning, what ran through your mind as the season is about to begin?
Well, we're excited to get the season underway. We had kind of an unfortunate ending last year. We lost in the Mid-Florida Championship to a good team, but this year we're very excited to hopefully going to be playing in December, and we know that today is the first day to our journey, and hopefully it's an 18-game journey, and the kids I think are prepared and ready, so we're excited.
This is Pop Warner, and a lot of kids drive past other youth organizations to come play for Pop Warner organizations. And Lake Mary, for whatever reason, has kids driving from other locations to come play at Lake Mary. What is it about Lake Mary and Pop Warner that brings kids into these programs?
Well, first off, the Pop Warner name is a name that's synonymous with organization, a classy organization, and has a great structure for the kids around safety and education and being leaders not only on the field but off the field. But I think a lot of the players come to us due to the fact that we do have a good program, because we bring in good coaches that teach the proper techniques, and we do win our share of games. But I think one of the other reasons is it does have the affiliation with the high schools, and that stems all the way down from the traditional Lake Brantley, Lake Mary games you have today, goes all the way down to the Tiny Mites. And as you're brought up in that program, you realize that the competition, and you play against kids, and you're going to be playing against them for the rest of your life while you're in high school, and it just brings great competition throughout.
You mentioned the word safety. That's on everybody's minds. There's a huge drop in the participants on a national level of kids playing football. What does Lake Mary do differently as far as equipment goes, and perhaps the coaching staff when it comes to safety?
Well, first off, the staff has received certification through USAA football with the concussion situation, because we know it's prevalent right now in our society, and the parents are very adamant about having to make sure that all the coaches know what's going on, and in that situation, how do you handle it on and off the field. But also, we actually went a step further, and there's a product out there called the Guardian, which is it goes on top of the helmet, and it's a thin layer, and it snaps on. But helmet-to-helmet collisions are going to happen regardless if you teach every proper technique in the world. What we do is we were proactive, and we got these for all of our kids. And we feel that has definitely helped us in a situation with helmet-to-helmet moving forward.
What do you think your chances are this year of having even more success than last year?
Well, You know, the coaches don't go out and play. We just prepare them to get them ready for the games. But we feel we have a good opportunity to make some noise here in Mid-Florida. We have a great division. There's some great teams in our division. We have a couple rivalries going that we think will bring great competition to our team, but we think we have a good opportunity to go pretty far this year. And you know, obviously West Orange in our division went to Disney and did well last year, and our goal is to take their place this year.
Coach, thanks for meeting with me.
Thank you so much.
Good luck this season.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Capture the Magic, concerts by Parma Lee, Cole Swindell, Paul Revere's Raiders, and Mitch Ryder.
Be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Your family means the world to you. When one member of the family has a legal crisis, the whole family suffers. Who can they turn to for affordable, experienced, and courteous legal advice? I'm Gabriel Adam of the Adam Law Firm. Every day, we help families solve legal problems. Criminal defense, immigration, personal injury, family law, and estate planning. I will fight for your family's peace of mind. Please contact us today. The Adam Law Firm. Your voice, your attorney.
You know, working for you as your state representative these last 2 years has been quite an honor. Because for me, it's not about lobbyists or special interests. It's about our families.
David Santiago has been a fighter for our families as your state representative. He's increased education funding and helped bring home millions of crucial dollars in water projects for our community. David Santiago knows what comes first in our state capital: families.
From my family to yours, I ask for your support.
Capture the Magic at the Volusia County Fair at Degler Attractions Rides and Games Midway.
Come out and be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pop. We're talking about the Kickoff Classic weekend for Mid-Florida Pop Warner. And everybody knows about the football, Jim. They know that, you know, you come out on Saturday, you see the football being played, the games are there, and it's great.
Yeah, but that isn't all that's involved. There's so many different components, so many moving parts to these associations. There's so much work behind the scenes that has to get done in order for these games to take place. There are a huge number of volunteers in every one of these groups. It doesn't come easy. It's a lot of work. We got a chance to catch up with a few of these folks.
These are the unsung heroes of Mid-Florida Pop Warner, and each association has them, and we caught up with some of them, one of the associations, and here's what they had to say about pulling all this together and making a season possible.
I am here with Heidi Krall, the team mom for the Junior Midgets Lake Mary Rams. She's also a board member. Tell me, what does a team mom exactly do?
Wow, a team mom does everything. We are actually, I would probably say, the right-hand person to the coach. We are in charge of the book, as we call it. In the book, we keep track of physical information, the kids' player contracts, and the scholastic information. Pop Warner is a very, besides educational on the football side, they're a very scholastic-oriented organization, and it's, you know, great being able to keep track of all that for the coaches, manage the parents, you know, getting them the information they need when they need it.
How long have you been a volunteer?
Wow, we've been involved in the association for about 9 years. I have a senior in high school, and he started with Pop Warner when he was in 4th grade.
This is the Jamboree weekend, the August heat. What kind of, what runs through your veins as you got up this morning and headed out to the field? Is it awesome, another season starting?
Yeah, another season starting for me, a season ending, so it's a little bittersweet. It's the first of the end for us. You mentioned the heat, keeping the boys hydrated, keeping them in the cool, you know, with the turf, the brand new turf at Lake Mary. We're trying to just make the host team take care of the team that's here with us and make everybody as comfortable as possible.
So if I heard you correctly, the team mom plays a major role in helping the behind the scenes things happen for every organization. So if there's somebody out there that's considering getting involved as a team mom, what would your encouragement be? Like how many hours, how much of your time, what is all involved with that?
What I would do is, as a board member or anything in the association that you want to volunteer to, look at what your talents are and where you think would best fit, and then ask a board member, ask a team mom what their roles are. Everybody puts into the association a little bit different amount of time, okay? some team moms can put a lot more in than other team moms, so it's very manageable and depending on how organized you were. But I just talk to a board member, reach out to another team mom and just ask some questions, because we definitely look for volunteers at not only the association level, the board level, but also Mid-Florida and all of the above.
Heidi, thank you very much for your time, and good luck the rest of the season, your last season.
No, my last season. Thank you very much.
My responsibilities for the association are I'm the weighmaster, but also the equipment manager. Equipment manager is pretty crazy. We got started in probably June, just seeing what the inventory was, what our needs were, and July was a lot of sweat time in the storage shed, you know, getting everything ready to go and ordering things and just making sure the kids are geared up and ready to go. And the most important thing is make sure they're safe, you know, when we're playing. It's a great game, but safety is number one. You know, make sure the equipment is in good working order. So anybody that ever wants to volunteer is certainly just step up. And Pop Warner is a volunteer-based organization, so anybody that wants to help can just step up and we'll put them to work. You know, my kids are involved. My oldest son is involved in junior midgets here, and of course that's the number one reason. But I enjoy serving and giving back to the community and the kids, and also it's you meet a lot of great people in an organization, you know, like this. Football is a great sport, and people that love it kind of have same personalities, and it's just a lot of fun.
Well, you actually start several months before the season begins, because you have to start planning your inventory and rallying up your volunteers. Pop Warner is a volunteer-based organization, so I rely heavily on my parents. A lot of the high school students, we have a close relationship with the high school, so a lot of the students there actually have to have Bright Futures hours, which are volunteer hours, and help them with getting scholarships for education. So most of the kids you see around here are Bright Futures kids that are volunteering. They're working the grill, working the stand, providing great service. The parents come in and help as well. Before the season begins, we're sending out emails, rounding up the students that want to do it this year, trying to make sure that we can meet the number of hours that they need. It's not just the concessions that these kids do. They do the stadium cleanup. They help clean up after games. They do so much stuff. They're great. To get ready for the season, besides scheduling, we have to do a lot of shopping, which means working with Sam's Club, getting our tax-exempt stuff in order. We work with a couple concession stand vendors directly and try to provide a wide variety of product to the population. So we'll do snow cones later in the season when it gets cooler. We might bring in popcorn or different kinds of things like that. I have some parents that help. I have very supportive board members that are along with me. We have a little Jeepy thing that we take around and pick up all our stuff. For instance, today was our first day, Kickoff Classic. There was about a dozen of us here at 7 a.m. setting up the concession stand, getting the grill going, just getting things opened up and under control. And so we were ready to roll about 7:30 when the youngest Tiny Mites had to weigh in. So we do.
Capture the magic of the Volusia County Fair. Enjoy French fries, sausage, funnel cakes, and more delicious fair food.
Come be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
American Auto is your home for fast, friendly, reliable service. Whether you're driving a car
or truck, you'll get the best deals on Cooper tires at American Auto.
Not just Cooper tires, but makes like Michelin and Goodyear too. Plus, don't forget about our in-house financing.
Hey, we just don't do tires. Our service department can fix anything.
Remember, our service is Super Tires by Cooper.
Your family means the world to you. When one member of the family has a legal crisis, the whole family suffers. Who can they turn to for affordable, experienced, and courteous legal advice? I'm Gabriel Adam of the Adam Law Firm. Every day, we help families solve legal problems: criminal defense, immigration, personal injury, family law, and estate planning. I will fight for your family's peace of mind. Please contact us today. The Adam Law Firm. Your voice, your attorney.
Working for you as your state representative these last 2 years has been quite an honor. Because for me, it's not about lobbyists or special interests. It's about our families.
David Santiago has been a fighter for our families as your state representative. He's increased education funding and helped bring home millions of crucial dollars in water projects for our community. David Santiago knows what comes first in our state capital: families.
From my family to yours, I ask for your support.
Capture the magic of the Volusia County Fair and the Old Plantation Antique Gas Station and Antique Tractor Parade.
Come out and be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pop right here on Bright House. We want to thank Bright House for this format. This is the Pop about Mid-Florida Pop Warner. I'm your host, Brett Dunst, my co-host, Jim McCrary. And we're talking about what it takes to pull off a Pop Warner season, all the volunteers that it takes. There's so many more. And Jim, you know as well as I do, it takes effort from everybody.
It does, but in addition to all those volunteers, you've got parents that have to be on the same page with the coaches and the administration of these leagues and associations, and you've got people that volunteer just to do the announcing in the booth and keeping score and things like that. There are many different levels to this.
The announcer, and that's something people don't even think about. That person volunteers their time all day long to announce all the games. Who's running your concession stand? I mean, it takes a lot to get that pulled off, and what does it take to even do that? So
absolutely,
we caught up with more volunteers and some parents from a local association. Here's what they had to say about pulling this off.
I'm here with Renee Grubbs, mother of 4 boys. 2 of them have already gone through the Lake Mary Pop Warner program, and 2 are still in the Lake Mary program. Your husband coaches, board member. What is it about Pop Warner football that keeps you coming back?
I would say Lake Mary Pop Warner, we keep coming back for more because of the organization, the structure, the spirit. You can't beat Lake Mary spirit here at Lake Mary.
It's Jamboree weekend, and that means we're at the beginning of a season. You've got a child playing at the Tiny Mite level and a child playing at
Junior Pee Wee.
Junior Pee Wee. So you have a long day with a couple breaks in there watching football. What do your kids get out of playing football?
They're out here with their friends. They're all safe. They wouldn't be anywhere else. This is where all their friends are. This is where all of our friends are. It's just one big community having fun together.
I'm here with Desiree Hennington. She's a parent of a Tiny Mite here at the Lake Mary Rams Jamboree weekend. Desiree, a lot of things on people's minds are safety. Putting your child in football, tackle football for the very first time. What was explained to you from the organization that made it okay for you to put your kid in football?
From the beginning, it was safety was the first thing addressed. They explained to us how the coaches are all certified. They're trained to do what they do. They keep a certain structure that makes you feel like your children are safe as a parent. They explain it from the door. They take the time out with your children to, teach them the right way to play so they don't make as many mistakes that cause accidents to be hurt. All of the rules, the safety rules, the techniques, everything is explained to you from the door. So you feel comfortable from day one with the safety.
You had a choice of a lot of different youth football organizations in the area, but you chose Pop Warner. Why?
Yes. I chose Pop Warner because of the structure, the organization. The coaches that are here have been doing it for years, and a lot of them have come from different organizations for the same exact reason. All of them are trained. Like I said, they're certified. Your child can have fun. It's all about the kids here, and it's all about fun first.
I'm here with Amy Bagwell. She is the head cheerleading coach for the Pop Warner Lake Mary Rams. What is it about cheer that brought you to volunteer your time and then be a head coach?
So I danced a lot in high school. I had a great experience with it, being part of a team and really bonding with the girls. And I have 2 stepdaughters who really wanted to cheer, and it was a great way to spend time with them and be part of an organization so that they have a good experience and enjoy what they do.
The big event for Pop Warner Cheer is the competition at the end of the season. How soon after you start practice do you start getting ready for the competition?
So every practice is really getting ready for the competition because you're always practicing technique and skills and making sure that we're strong enough and have the cardio to get through. So actually starting the routine, we'll probably start this next week for the competition.
How often do you practice, and how long do you practice, when you practice? And if there's young girls out there that are considering becoming a Pop Warner cheerleader, what would you tell them what does it take to be a cheerleader for Pop Warner?
So we practice 3 times a week now, 2 hours each practice, and what it really takes is just wanting to be part of something and have fun with other girls, because we'll teach you all this stuff, you know. Not everybody comes in here knowing a lot about cheer. They have to learn as they come in, and it's just, you know, wanting to spend time with other girls and have fun and being part of a team is the most important thing.
So what I'm hearing is teamwork and having fun, and there's a little bit of exercise involved too, right?
Yeah, there's absolutely exercise involved.
And then the instructional part, so that nobody's going to get hurt, safe, and bottom line, having a great time with a bunch of your friends.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'm here with Joe Burke, the PA announcer at Lake Mary Pop Warner. He's been doing it for 10 years, also does the freshman and JV games for Lake Mary High School. Joe, what is it about getting up in front of the crowd, announcing the games that gets you coming back each year?
Really, how I got started, I have 3 daughters and they were all in cheerleading, and that's how I originally got to the field, and maybe I had to get to some testosterone flowing or something, but I needed some football, so when I jumped up on the booth, just felt real good about doing that.
And do you have any highlights over those last 10 years of games that just really stick out, that you were just excited to be part of?
Well, last year was a pretty big year for Pop Warner, since one of the teams went undefeated, hadn't lost in like 2 years. I think it was the junior Pee-wees, if I'm not mistaken, maybe the Pee-wees. 6 or 7 games that we do, or 6 games that we do every Saturday, they kind of run into each other. But seeing that team and the camaraderie and those teams playing together a bunch of years and becoming undefeated for like 2 years, that was a pretty good highlight in the recent past.
I appreciate you giving us your time, and Lake Mary is better for it, having you announcing their games, and enjoy the rest of the season.
I appreciate it, Todd. Thank you so much.
Capture the magic at the Volusia County Fair with Dennis Lee Band, Can-Do Magic Show, and Extreme Illusions.
Come out and be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
American Auto is your home for fast, friendly, reliable service. Whether you're driving a car
or truck, you'll get the best deals on Cooper tires at American Auto.
Not just Cooper tires, but makes like Michelin and Goodyear too. Plus, don't forget about our in-house financing.
Hey, we just don't do tires. Our service department can fix anything.
Remember, our service is Super Tires by Cooper.
Your family means the world to you. When one member of the family has a legal crisis, the whole family suffers. Who can they turn to for affordable, experienced, and courteous legal advice? I'm Gabriel Adam of the Adam Law Firm. Every day, we help families solve legal problems: criminal defense, immigration, personal injury, family law, and estate planning. I will fight for your family's peace of mind. Please contact us today. The Adam Law Firm. Your voice, your attorney.
You know, working for you as your state representative these last 2 years has been quite an honor. Because for me, it's not about lobbyists or special interests. It's about our families.
David Santiago has been a fighter for our families as your state representative. He's increased education funding and helped bring home millions of crucial dollars in water projects for our community. David Santiago knows what comes first in our state capital: families.
From my family to yours, I ask for your support.
Capture the magic at the Volusia County Fair. Don't miss the exhibits, quilts, and artwork.
Be a kid again.
The Volusia County Fair, November 6th through the 16th. It's a family affair. I-4 exit 118A, DeLand.
Welcome back, everybody, to The Pop. I'm Brett Dunn, here with my co-host Jim McCrary. And Jim, this is going to be my favorite segment of this show. We've got a special football player out there at Lake Brantley playing football for them. Beth Walls, female football player at Lake Brantley, Pop Warner. And this is a great thing. And just to see the girls get out and get involved in this sport is unbelievable.
Well, we see a growing trend in flag football on the high school level. We see a lot of girls playing flag football in the spring and other areas. And now in Pop Warner, not only do we have this young lady playing up in Lake Brantley, where I was at Harmony on Saturday, there were 2 girls on one of the Harmony teams, and South Orange Unlimited had a young lady on there, and the girls played pretty well. Growing trend in Pop Warner, love to see it. Listen, fellas, these girl athletes are coming out there. They're coming to play. You better be ready for them because they're going to take over. They're coming after you. Todd Denoyer caught up with
Beth Walls and her family, her parents, Clarence and Annie Walls, out there supporting their daughter playing midfield at Pop Warner. And check it out.
I'm here with Clarence and Annie Walls. They're parents of a daughter that plays on the Pee Wee Lake Brantley Pop Warner team. I need to ask, when she was thinking about playing Pop Warner tackle football, which parent did she go to first?
I think it might have been me.
Yeah.
And your initial reaction?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was playing soccer at the time, and she had played flag football, and when she came to me about tackle football, I was nervous. I was a little tentative about letting her play.
And what was your answer?
We have to talk to Dad about it.
Okay. Now, your daughter's an athlete, loves sports, loves competition. You said that she played soccer and was very good at soccer on a very good team, but her experience of playing football at school, playing flag football, prompted her to maybe go to that next level. And what did that weigh into, or how did that weigh into your decision in letting her play?
It helped us a lot because she had already had that initiation, even with some of the boys on the team, meeting them, playing with them, and that made her comfortable in transitioning to the tackle. So we were a little comfortable with that.
Now, Pop Warner has a bunch of practices at the beginning of the season in no pads and no contact. I'm sure everybody's wondering, when she came home that first day of full contact, what did she say?
She didn't say anything. She didn't say it was tough. I had a hard time watching it happen. But she stuck in there. She really didn't complain about it. Tackling is definitely different than flag football and different than soccer. But she's just learning the technique. I think that's the big thing, just learning how to tackle.
I'm sure there's a lot of young girls out there, perhaps even parents with daughters, that may get asked the question, can I play tackle football? What would you tell the parents out there?
I would say have the heart to do it. It's not easy. It's not an easy sport. And have that passion. And that's one of the reasons our daughter left soccer. The passion wasn't there anymore, even though she loved the game and was great. She wanted to find something new. She has that passion, and I think she loves it.
So what would you tell parents then if your daughter has heart? Perhaps maybe ask the motive of the daughter.
Yeah, find out why they want to play.
Yeah.
Is it hang with all the boys? Is it because they truly love the sport, they're athletic, and you feel like they can compete?
Right.
So what does your daughter feel is the end game for playing tackle football? She's 12 years old. She's in what grade?
Seventh.
Seventh grade, and so high school is just right around the corner. Has she talked about that at all?
Here and there, we've talked about it. We will support her in any decision she wants to make. And at this point, we're just wanting her to have fun, have a good time, enjoy herself, learn the game.
Right.
So
what position have they put her at this on the Pee Wee team?
She's been primarily on defense as a corner. And as a dad, I like the fact that she's tackling instead of them tackling her. I think that's a great thing. But yeah, she's been playing defense so far.
Great, great. Well, I appreciate you coming out and talking with us.
Thank you so much.
And good luck watching your daughter grow in I think, the greatest sport here in America.
Yeah,
thank you so very much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Beth Walls. She's a Pee Wee Pop Warner football player. She's 12 years old, and she is in 7th grade. I have to ask you, Beth, your parents said that you were very competitive, loved soccer, but what was it like to go to mom and dad and ask them for the very first time, I want to play Pop Warner football?
Well, I've loved it ever since I was a kid, and I've always wanted to play, but...
Who's your favorite team?
The Baltimore Ravens.
And it's not the Green Bay Packers?
No.
Okay. And I need to ask then, the first day you put on the pads, were you scared?
More nervous than scared.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you get the respect of the boys when you were able to hit them and tackle them?
Yeah, definitely. All my teammates were very supportive.
That's great. What's your favorite part about playing so far?
I guess it's just I've always loved the sport, and it's just the fact of being on the field and being able to play.
And where do you hope this year will take you after you're done?
Well, I hope that I'm able to play next year because I love the sport so much, and I just want to continue playing.
I'm here with Mike Roos, one of the coaches for the Pee Wee Lake Brantley Pop Warner team. Mike, it's a jamboree. What does that mean? Explain to the people out there what a jamboree is and its purpose.
Right, so for Pop Warner, this is basically the first time our kids can come in and weigh in. We get an accurate weight. Pop Warner is all about safety, and this is our first official weigh-in. We don't keep score, it's a running clock. The kids get to go full contact. Instead of hitting each other, they're hitting somebody else, but it's supposed to be fun, and it is the first official weigh-in.
When you came out to coach this fall, starting August 1st, you had, I guess, a surprise. You had a girl come out on the team.
We sure did.
Beth Walls. Explain to me as a coach what that was like, welcoming a young lady onto a football team, tackle football.
Yeah, well, it's the first time that I've had a girl associated with Lake Brantley Pop Warner, and we didn't know what to expect. Beth showed up. We've been pleasantly surprised. She gives us effort. She gives us hustle. She's yes sir, no sir to everything we're trying to instruct her technique-wise, assignment-wise. She's doing fantastic, and we couldn't be more proud of her.
So as other coaches perhaps tuning in and watching this, you would tell them if you've got girls, young girls that are interested in playing the game?
Hey, I would say absolutely. If they play with a half of the heart and hustle that Beth does, I say sign them up, let them play. She shows just as much emotion and physicality as any of the boys do.
Lake Brantley Pee Wee team, what are your goals for this upcoming season? What can we expect week in and week out from the Lake Brantley Pee Wee team?
Yeah, it's a great question. We've got 32 kids on a lot of our squads. Our particular Pee Wee squad has got 20 kids. These kids, we want to teach them technique. We want them to come back and play next year. And most of all, we want to have them have as much fun as they can have every time the ball is snapped. And at the end of this game, although we didn't come out on the winning end, these kids showed a lot of heart and effort, and they all said they had fun. That's what we want them to do every week of the season.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Pop. Jim, we're going to go back for a second, back to 2013 and talk about the Claremont Knights. A great story for them last year in the first year of Division III football. Those guys took that Division III by storm and ended up winning 2 Southeast Region championships, both at the Pee Wee level and the midget level.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that Division III was going to be a step down. It was a derogatory type action. Maybe they didn't belong in Division II. They weren't good enough. But those teams that played in there really leveled the competition. It gave everybody a nice level playing field to play on. And Claremont clearly went out there and dominated with 2 Mid-Florida championships in Division III.
Yeah, they did, and it was great. I got a chance to go out to Highlander Field. They should call it Hotlander Field because it was brutally hot out there. Yeah. I got a chance to go out there and talk to the coach of the midget team last year and also a lot of the Pee Wee players from that championship team last year, and they're looking to repeat. Check it out.
We are the Claremont Knights, and you're watching the Pop!
All right, we're here in Claremont at Highlander Field with the Pee Wee Southeast Region champions from last year, now the junior midgets of the Claremont Knights. And fellas, tell me how it felt to win a championship last year.
Well, it felt pretty good because I never won one before, and I'm happy with my team for going so far, and we did it as a team, and without everyone participating, then we couldn't do it.
My name is Ian Nelson.
Ian, what position do you play?
I play safety, linebacker, and that's it.
Is that the position you played last year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of game did you have in that championship game last year?
My game was the best I could do. I gave all my effort, and we won.
Memory of a lifetime?
Yes, sir.
How good would it feel to repeat that victory this year and win a second Southeast Region championship?
It would feel even better knowing that we did it the year before, and we just got to work hard and get to it again.
Outstanding. Come on up here, young man.
My name is James Tharp.
James, what position do you play?
I play running back and linebacker.
James, did you catch the ball a couple times in the game last year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think I remember that. I think I was on the field in your Mid-Florida Championship game, I believe. Tell us your experience last year being a Southeast Region champion for the first time in Mid-Florida Pop Warner. We got a Southeast Region championship out of it. What did that do for you and your team?
I can't really say a lot about regionals because I didn't really play, but it felt real good to watch my team play well and win. It felt real good.
That's right. You were hurt, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember that. Tell us about the injury.
Like, I hurt my knee. I got tackled wrong and just hurt.
100% now?
Yes, sir.
Now, are you hungry? You were there last year. You didn't get to play in that championship game. Are you hungry for a championship this year?
Starving.
That's what I want to hear. Well, good luck, young man. We'll see you on the football field. Tell everybody your name.
I'm Luke Chase.
Luke, what position do you play?
I play slot receiver and outside linebacker.
So you got Bailey throwing you the ball?
Yes, sir.
How's Bailey deliver that ball? Pretty good?
Yeah, it's great.
So you tell me your experience from last year at the championship game.
It was amazing. I caught two TDs, including the game-winning touchdown, which was amazing, and I would love to do it again this year.
Outstanding. So this year, if that happens again, are you guys going to have a hard time containing yourself, or are you just going to walk around here like you own the world?
I believe we're going to walk around here like we own the world.
That's what I want to hear. All right, fellas, good luck this season, and we hope that you guys repeat. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm here with Coach Joe Gargano, defensive coordinator for the 2013 Pee Wee Southeast Region champion team. And tell me about this defense, Coach.
Well, since last year, we've gotten a little bit bigger, stronger, faster. Last year, our focus was swarming to the ball, making 11 guys get on the tackle. This year, we're going to try to focus on more takeaways and trying to get more defensive plays out there and not let the offense have all the fun.
All right, we're back here at Highlander Field with the Claremont Knights, and we're with Coach and Commissioner Nino Gargano. Nino, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Nice to have you back, Brett.
Hey, I'm glad to be back. It's been a while since I've been back on this field.
We got a lot of memories out here.
Yes, we do. So let's talk about last year. You guys were Division III. For the first time, we had Division III, and you guys were the Pee Wee team. You take that team all the way through the season into the playoffs, and you win the very first ever Pee Wee Division III Southeast Region Championship. Tell me about that moment.
Unbelievable. It was that moment was actually 5 years in the making. There's a little story behind this team. They came in together as Tiny Mites and did not win a game. They were together for 2 years as Mighty Mites, didn't win a game. At that point, I moved my whole coaching staff, and that's who I give all the credit to, my coaching staff. And we came down as junior Pee Wees. They went 5-3. We went into playoffs, lost in the first round of playoffs, and that was probably that night is probably when this team actually came together. That night they decided that they were going to win it all next year, and there was nothing that was going to stop them.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch them a couple times last year, and I saw that determination in those kids' eyes. I definitely saw it. So, I mean, describe the actual moment of the win, though. That there's nothing like winning a football game, but then when you're talking about a Southeast Region championship, that had to be special.
That was heart-stopping. We were actually down by 2 touchdowns with about 4 minutes left in the game. We got one. Our defense stepped up, and again, I give that to my defensive coordinator, Joey Gargano, and they got us the ball back with about 1.5 minutes left. We ran a couple of plays, tried to set up the long ball. We had 4th and 17, and we connected. and we went 37 yards for the touchdown.
I understand you guys had a little bit of a tragedy and a hurdle at the beginning of the season. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we did. It actually happened a couple of days ago. It's a hard way to start the season. Close personal friend of mine, Dean Calabro, one of our coaches and Pop Warner coach for 15 years, board member, passed away in his sleep. No one knows why, but we're pulling it together, and our prayers and thoughts go out to the family, and we thank Dean. I know he's going to be out there watching us and guiding us on this year. So,
well, I know all of Mid-Florida is kind of rallying around you guys, and I saw some emails that went out, and obviously our thoughts and prayers go out as well. Congratulations on last year. Looking forward to this year. Good luck, Coach. Great to talk to you. Good to see you again.
Got it. Thank you.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Pop. I'm Brett Dunn, here with Jim McCrary. And we're still talking about the Kickoff Classic. It is preseason Pop Warner football. Nothing like it. Better than preseason NFL, in my opinion.
Well, it is more real football. Those guys are just working for jobs. These kids are playing for the love of the game.
Love of the game,
love
absolutely.
The game. But, you know, another interesting volunteerism, sometimes used as a fundraiser. At every field, every one of the 15 fields out there this weekend, there were at least a couple of people taking pictures, still shots, videos from the sideline, action films, but nobody got all the shots that we got this week.
Absolutely. And talk about the best part of this show, the highlights. You're waiting for it, we're waiting for it, and let me tell you, you're going to love this. Here's some of the best plays from the 2014 Pop Warner Kickoff Classic right here in Mid-Florida. Check them out. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Pop. I'm Brett Dunn. I'm here with Jim McCrary. And, Jim, we are still talking about the Kickoff Classic.
I'll tell you, we could show clips all day long. There were so many highlights of last week's games, but we've got a couple more to talk about, and specifically how they can interact with us on Facebook and Twitter. How can
we want everybody to get involved with this show. This show's about you at Mid-Florida Pop Warner, and anybody that's interested in Mid-Florida Pop Warner. Go onto Facebook and like us on Facebook, The Pop on Facebook. Hit us up on Twitter, BHSN The Pop on Twitter. And here's what we want you to do. Submit the best pictures every week of the games at your field, and we will pick the best one each week to highlight on the show. Here's this week's winner, submitted to us by Coach Mike Marcados from St. Cloud, and that is Mr. Indio.
Tyler Indio, number 41, with a great goal line reach.
Absolutely reaching for the pylon there. That's what it's all about. That's Pop Warner football. And if you think that picture's good, check out the rest of these highlights. Jim, that just about does it for this edition of the Pop.
Hold on a second. We're not quite done. We still have to announce the first installment of our weekly matchup of the week. And this week, week 1, right out of the gate, we're going Lake Howell at Umatilla.
Congratulations to Lake Howell and Umatilla for being the first matchup of the week of this season. We're excited for those guys, and we're excited to see all the highlights of those games next week. Make sure you check it out. Set your DVRs to watch the Pop for all those highlights. And for more Pop Warner action, check out the Inbound Sports Radio show every week on Sundays from 8 to 10 on CBS Sports Radio Orlando. That's 8:10 a.m. and 93.1 FM. And we'll see you back here next week on the Pop.